Today is another big day for Nikke. Unbreakable Sphere Part 2 has come out. What will be happening with Yuni, Mihara, Mori, and of course, Siren / Little Mermaid. New gacha skin, new mission battle pass skin. Let's take a look at that right now. There she is, Mihara bonding chain. Let's check her out. Oh my gosh. I was so hyped about this skin even during the time it was revealed in Wordless, which was, you know, despite being a very, very sad and tragic story, you know what? This is the little treat that we get. Oh, it looks so good.
With this body, I think I'll be able to try out even more things.
She tightens her rope whip thing around her. Look, it gets red around the. Oh my. All right, let's take a look. Yes, we are pulling. Oh my god, it's so good. I love the background and the theme. It's nice contrast from the black straps to this really elegant yet super sexy white outfit.
Still too weak. Can't you do it a little harder?
Oh my god. Chat, we're gonna have to get both of these skins. Both Siren and Mihara's gacha skins. They're just too good. It would be pretty sick if we got lucky. Now, come on. Psych me out. Ah, okay. Okay, first 10 pull. That's fine, that's fine. Gold. Alright, alright. Come on. Multiple. Okay, we got one.
Please.
Tetra just keeps coming in with the bait.
TLC for the sec.
Alright, we got Mary. Come on, Mihara body chain. Gold again. Gold again. Ah. Psych me with the gold. Ah. Gold? Damn. Alright, Mihara's playing a little hard to get. That's gold. Alright, come on. Come on. Okay. Okay. We got one copy. Oh, Pilgrim? What?
Is to help humans.
Snow White baited me again? This is what happened last time when we were pulling for Siren. Story 2 is by the tree. Okay. Gluttony's teeth? Oh, that graphic looks so good. Oh, it illustrates perfectly the current situation. I love how Yuni, Mori, and Mihara are reaching out to Siren, almost as if they're trying desperately to rescue her. Will Siren be able to get out? Oh my god. This Mihara backdrop goes so hard too. Oh, it's so good. With all the chains, okay. I have a feeling that Unbreakable Sphere Part 2 is gonna be very much about Mihara and the rest of the gang that are on the surface.
I remember when I first opened my eyes and found myself here. An infinite black void. All that stared back at me was cold seawater and endless bits and bobs from the surface which Gluttony had swallowed, as well as a red core.
Oh my god.
At first, I used my abilities to try every possible method of escape. I tried shooting bubbles at the core. I tried using my kotodama. None of it worked. Gluttony was different than ordinary raptures.
It seems like that. He seems like, for the raptors, if there were like the old ancestors, the elder raptors, I feel like Gluttony be one of them. That's what also Mother Whale also gives me that vibe.
It was moving by primal instinct alone. The result was that my kotodama had no effect on it. Gluttony seemed to prioritize its urge to consume above all other instincts. When I'd exhausted all possible means of escape, I started to become afraid. Was I going to die in this place? Once I was digested, what kind of attack would Gluttony unleash on the outside world?
That's what she was thinking about. Like, Little Mermaid was pretty powerful, so, and Gluttony seems, the digestive fluid, the silver fluid, seems, it was explained that whatever it dissolves seems to keep its form Meaning, I guess it's a way for Gluttony to absorb the essence or the energy of whatever it's digesting.
What would happen if Gluttony found out about the nature of my bubbles? Was I doomed to fail once again? Without achieving anything?
No, Siren, don't think that.
That moment that I remembered a promise I'd once made to a few friends. She told me that from now on, our story was no longer one of failure, but a fairy tale.
Oh, I want Siren and Cinderella to be reunited so badly.
One with a happy ending. I became determined not to give up. My friends were surely out there, trying their best in order to keep that promise too. I couldn't give up. I had to struggle with all my might. In order to keep myself alive, I had to create more bubbles. I expanded the protective bubble around myself in order not to be detected by Gluttony's core. I gathered surrounding remnants from the surface and created a space where I could live.
She built this from things that were floating inside the throat. Oh, that means that she built this bed. She built this little cottage thing. She probably planted these plants.
I crafted a tree out of bubbles, fabricated a bubble workshop, and built all the places where I lived with you guys.
She was in the throat for 7 decades. She had a lot of time.
I also made dolls that resembled my friends and launched them up to the surface. I hoped that someday, perhaps my friends would encounter these doppelgangers and come looking for me. I continued making the bubbles and launching them up to the surface again and again. I did this.
Oh my god. Siren deserves a break. Oh my god.
I waited for a long time. At times, the loneliness was excruciating. I considered giving up more than once, but even in the deepest depths of my despair, my longing to see my friends trumped all else. I wanted to uphold the promise I made on that day.
Oh my god. This game does everything in its power to make you feel so bad for these characters. I'm just thinking ahead. I can't wait for a potential triumphant scene where they get reunited.
And so I strengthened
And it
my
just seems like
resolve
it's so far
countless
away from
times
happening.
And pushed on. Then you guys came, swallowed whole by Gluttony. I was terribly worried for you all, but paradoxically, I was also ecstatic to finally have company. During my time alone, I had learned how to control my kotodama, and being able to talk, laugh, and live with you all filled me with ineffable joy. That's how much you all mean to me. Your presence here was a gift.
This is just the intro.
I'm so glad I was able to meet you all. I'm not afraid of the end anymore.
Her little bubblescape is getting red.
I'm no longer scared. I'm no longer lonely. So don't blame yourselves and live well. Siren.
Mori opens her eyes.
What?
Oh, she's back in the facility. Being back in the Ark. Above Mori is the ceiling of what appears to be a medical room.
Are you awake?
Oh, at least it's Mana. Mana's cool. Mana, you're not gonna sell Mori out, right?
Who? Nice to meet you. I'm Mana of the MMR squad. Are you Mori from the incubator squad?
Yes.
I see.
Where am I?
This is Reclamation Site 01.
Okay, we're good. I like that we're at Reclamation Site 1. We're not, oh. So, I always thought Mana was gonna be in the Ark, so she's up on the surface as well.
It's the first
At least in the
area
main
on
story.
the surface that we've successfully reclaimed. Have you heard of it?
I have, but what am I doing here?
Okay. A little bit of relief. I don't want this gang that just got to the surface to go back to the Ark. I am so sus about what the central government or just Jien would do.
Once we were out of danger, Wardress brought you back here.
Are Mihara and Yuni?
They're outside. Would you like to go meet them?
Yes.
Mori.
Mihara, what happened to Gluttony? Where's Siren?
Gluttony left.
Oh, shit.
No. Is there any way we can follow it? We need to go save Siren.
Her character development from the first part to now, with everything that we know about her past, to now her being so hell bent on saving Siren. It's like she's found someone that she genuinely cares about and is willing to do everything for.
It's possible for us to track it, but
Then let's go. We have to hurry before it gets too far.
we can't do that.
Why?
What?
Why?
We can't go.
Why?
Do you hear what you're saying? Don't you want to save Siren?
Of course I do. But tracking Gluttony is impossible.
But so when they found Gluttony, they just stumbled upon it?
Why not?
Mori, do you know what kind of rapture Gluttony is?
No, I don't. And I don't care. Besides,
No. This is something you need to know. Siren risked her life to save your own. I can't let you go rushing headlong into danger without knowing anything, even if it is because you want to save her. If you end up throwing your life away recklessly, all of Siren's sacrifices will be in vain.
I mean, that's true, but still.
Gluttony appeared during the first Rapture invasion, a Tyrant-class Rapture. After humanity went
Seems more
into
than
the
Tyrant
Ark,
class.
it rarely showed up, and so the only information we have on it is from old records. It consumed an ICBM intended to destroy the lift, then expelled all that energy back at the launch site, and utterly decimated it. From that point on, humanity stopped using large-scale armaments against Rapture facilities. That's probably why Siren insisted on staying behind. If Gluttony digests the AA pillar, and the energy contained within it, this entire region would be wiped off the map.
is it really that dangerous?
Oh wait, she didn't see it. We saw what happened at the end of chapter 40. Oh man.
Yes, it is.
It makes me wonder if Gluttony, whatever energy it absorbs, does it get multiplied or magnified in some way?
It's a miracle that we were able to get out of that thing alive. And here you are, wanting to rush back towards it. Are you sure you can do that? You're afraid of fighting run-of-the-mill ordinary raptures. When you stand in front of Gluttony, are you sure you won't lose your nerve?
The only person so far who hasn't lost her nerve is Siren. Even Leviathan lost her nerve. Leviathan was scarred heavily from that encounter.
Besides, this isn't a problem which can be solved with willpower alone. Even if you are willing to risk your life, you most likely won't be able to make a dent in that beast. You'd be throwing your life away.
Team up with the commander and the counters and Matisse.
I understand that it's a bitter pill to swallow, but there are some things which we are powerless to change.
I hate that statement.
This is one of them. You can't do this, Mori. You must give it up.
Wait, is Mihara just like saying, give it up, just go live your life? No plan? No nothing? No consideration?
The best thing for us to do now is rest. In the meantime, we can take our time to mull this over. Let's go,
I'm not stupid. I know that. I know that if I go out there, I'm signing my own death warrant, that I might die without being able to do anything. Especially since we're talking about me. Someone who's afraid of even regular raptures. I realize I'd be powerless against something like Gluttony. You're right. The right thing for a weak Nikke from the incubator squad to do is give up. But I can't. I can't get it out of my head. I can't abandon her.
She was the first person who told me she was glad I was alive.
Yuni.
Even if I get chewed up, melted into a puddle, whatever it is, I want to go save her. I can't live knowing that she gave up her life for mine. So...
Mori kneels in front of Mihara and Yuni.
Mori.
Please. Just this once. Could you help me? I know what I did to you is unforgivable. I know how shameless this request is. I'm perfectly aware that I should be asking for forgiveness instead of a favor. So I'll do anything. If you go with me, I will do anything. I put my life entirely in your hands. If you tell me to submit a false report, I'll do it. I will give you anything and everything I have.
It seems like all she has is whatever's in this backpack.
You give the order, any order, and I'll obey. If you want me to die in your place, I'm willing to do it any time. So please.
Oh, not that Mihara or Yuni would ever do that.
Help me. Just this once. I don't have any special skills or connections. All I can do is beg. So here I am, on my knees, begging you to help me chase after Gluttony.
Oh, Mori's comeuppance is so good. I don't know how they keep doing this. They introduce a character, and then thinking back, comparing the introduction of the character that they were to where they are now. And this is Mori, a surprise unit. She was barely teased. She sort of just came out of nowhere.
Please.
I knew this would happen.
I feel like this is a reference to what she said to Siren regarding giving kindness to people who need it.
Once someone has been shown love, they'll never give up.
Mihara and Yuni look at Mori.
Such affection. Such sorrow.
Now, Mihara telling that as advice to Siren, was that because Mihara believes that you should keep your distance for the sake of the other individual? Because like at that point, it's a bit cold. It's a lot more practical and pragmatic, but still, love conquers all. Come on, chat. Love conquers all.
I suppose we don't have much choice, do we? If you're that determined, Mori, let's go save Siren.
So Mori's the one that convinced Mihara to go after her?
Mihara!
But we can't rush in without a plan. Before we make our move, we need to find a clue as to how to take down Gluttony. If we don't do that, then this isn't a rescue operation, but a suicide mission. Understand?
I understand.
All right then. Let's go see what we can find out.
She said that with a smile. Okay. We're good. Look, Siren's fine. She's right here, chat. How is this story gonna end? Will it tie in with chapter 39 and 40? I'm all in. We gotta find out what happens. Temporary operation room in Reclamation Site 01.
So that's why you came to see me?
Wow, this is a really fancy operation room for what I felt like was just a camp on the surface.
Yes, we came seeking whatever knowledge you have on Gluttony.
I already provided you with all the basic information about Gluttony.
That's basic. We're looking for more in-depth.
Indeed, and we thank you for that.
So what more do you need to know?
Are you aware of there being any way to take it down?
Gluttony, you mean?
Yeah. I figured with you being the way you are, you'd have considered potential ways to eliminate it.
I figured the way you are, being all nerdy and stuff, that you would do some research.
Me? Why would you think that?
When we were swallowed by Gluttony, I heard you say to us, "Get away from there immediately." Isn't that because you were in the middle of dropping the AA pillar?
How did you know that?
We saw the AA pillar inside Gluttony's stomach.
The AA pillar is still inside Gluttony?
Yes. In order to prevent that energy from being absorbed, the Nikke who saved our lives is still inside Gluttony. So, in order to rescue her, we need a way to subdue Gluttony, even if it's only momentarily. Is there any way to make that happen?
I'm trying to think. Is there any way to subdue raptors in general?
The fact that you all came back alive after being consumed by Gluttony is surprising enough. Now I'm being told there's still someone inside?
Oh, so they didn't tell her about Siren?
Is she a pilgrim?
We're not sure, but most likely, yes.
That at least increases our chances of a successful rescue.
I like how she immediately says like, oh, pilgrim? Okay. Stronger unit, we have something to work with.
We're conducting joint research into this incident, along with the central government.
Ah, the central government.
So, I'm not at liberty to act on my own and divulge information.
Come on, Mana. You're in Reclamation Site 01. We're basically out of central government jurisdiction.
I see.
What I can do for you is introduce you to someone else who could help.
Ooh.
Would that be all right?
Wait.
Who would that be?
Wait, who could it be?
Hello. Since this is my first operation
Oh,
at
Shifty.
Wardress, allow me to introduce myself.
What? Okay, I was expecting some major surprise, like, let me introduce you to Crown and Marion.
I'm Shifty, an operator from the Central Government's Intelligence Division.
Actually, you know what, Shifty? You should just go. Can you imagine Shifty against Gluttony? Who would win? That's actually a pretty good debate.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Shifty.
I'm seeing a few faces that don't belong to Wardress, at least according to the database.
Wait, the database doesn't have Yuni on there?
Since you mentioned this operation involves a few secret agents, I won't ask any questions.
Shifty knows what's up. Oh my god. I like how her name is Shifty. I always thought like, what a sus name to have. But I also feel like because, you know, the company's called Shifty. Is this like a self-insert of the company?
That's very considerate of you.
Mana briefed me on the situation. You all escaped from inside Gluttony. And now you're planning to track it down in order to rescue the pilgrim that's still inside. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Is there any way we could receive support from the central government?
I don't know.
That would be somewhat difficult. Unless Gluttony poses a direct threat to the central government, they've decided not to actively pursue it.
You know, it's not a threat to us. You know, it's not like it's gonna be a threat in the future.
So you mean they're just leaving it alone?
I figured that's the conclusion they'd reach.
May I ask why they decided on that course of action?
Probably because they haven't found a way to eliminate it yet.
You think so?
Of course. After it swallowed the AA pillar like it was nothing, we've been at a loss as to how to take it down as well. We haven't come up with any definite way to destroy Gluttony. At least, not at the moment.
We did think of attempting an extermination operation by deploying an elite combat squad from the Ark, the counter squad.
Oh. To be fair, chapter 40, kind of a spoiler if you haven't caught up with the main story, so cover your ears. But they did fight it directly, and they didn't kill it, but, you know, we were able to actually take it on directly. It did take a combination of Rappy and Matisse, who are all, I'm assuming are all overspec, but we still weren't able to actually kill it.
However, given that the Ark has recently suffered a large-scale attack, it was decided that reinforcing the Ark's defenses was our top priority.
Yeah.
As far as I know, our current strategy is to refrain from proactive engagement.
I see. I suppose that means we don't know of any way to restrain Gluttony either.
Siren.
Actually, that's not entirely true. It's far from exact, but...
Shifty?
There's a way?
There's a way? Shifty has something up her sleeve?
Well...
We have found a way to damage it. The only thing is that the method is rather extreme. And it requires a big sacrifice.
Sacrifice?
As such, we've designated it as unviable.
When you say sacrifice, what do you mean?
Yeah, what kind of sacrifice?
Someone has to enter through Gluttony's mouth and plant this onto its core.
Oh my god. Mana takes out a glass container filled with crystals and batteries. Wait. That makes total sense. Because, alright, in the main story, we've dealt with the crystal region, and the crystals are all about, like, absorbing energy. Meanwhile, the silver liquid, which is basically the digestive fluid of Gluttony, is, like, all about, like, breaking down materials and absorbing energy. So, it stands to reason that when combined, crystals versus silver fluid, actually, they might annihilate. Or maybe the crystals will just absorb Gluttony from the inside?
Are those crystals?
E2 crystals, to be precise. Harvested from the crystal region, they have a unique property where they absorb electrical energy upon contact. They then continue to expand until all energy is depleted.
Oh my god. Converting Gluttony's core into a gigantic crystal? That'd be a way to take it down. We also know that there's a crystal boss. It was a rapture that was taken over by the crystals. That could also happen too!
They are dangerous to Nikkes as well as raptures. Unless sealed within glass, like so, it will instantly consume anything it touches.
If we're able to plant that onto Gluttony's core...
Yes. No matter how adept that creature is at absorbing and discharging energy, there would be no way for it to counteract a parasitic organism attached directly to its own core. Barring any unforeseen circumstances, I'm positive this could take it down.
Then what are we waiting for?
Oh, just go right into its mouth, put it on the core. It is a sacrifice, though. Like, how are you supposed to leave? I feel like the crystals will start interacting with the core and they'll just explode.
Gluttony isn't simply going to sit still and let us plant this on it.
That's why this method was deemed infeasible.
Precisely. There had never been a recorded case of anyone escaping from Gluttony after being consumed by it.
Except today, except now.
But then you guys showed up. You all came shooting back up out of Gluttony like some kind of miracle.
But that's all it is. A miraculous fluke, yes, but a fluke nonetheless. If you were to go back inside, the chances of coming out alive are still close to 0, even with that pilgrim still being inside the beast. If something were to go wrong during your attempted entry, we would have no safeguards in place to respond to such a situation.
Right. If its mouth closes before you're all the way inside, or if the silver liquid touches you, you'd melt instantly.
I'll do it.
This isn't a decision you should make lightly.
I'm not making it lightly. I told you, it doesn't matter what happens to me. I want to save her.
This could also, like, because it's a suicide mission, but that also means that Siren could also die because she's in there, and if the crystals interact, I'm actually kind of curious, do her bubbles interact with the crystals? I feel like this is more of a method to take down Gluttony, not necessarily to save Siren.
So I'll do it.
Mori.
I can do it.
All right.
In that case, there are 2 remaining uncertainties. A method to lure Gluttony, and a way to keep its mouth open and hold it in place. If we can find answers to those 2 quandaries, it'd go a long way to ensuring the operation is successful.
A way to hold it in place.
You don't have any ideas at all?
What? She's expecting a lot from these researchers.
No, we haven't come up with a solution for that yet.
Again, the only person who kept Gluttony's mouth open is Siren.
That's another reason why this operation was never attempted.
I see.
Okay. That should be enough information to go on.
Does that mean?
Yes. Let's go save Siren. Thank you both for your help. We will think of the rest ourselves.
Understood.
Will they give us the little crystal vial? Reclamation Site 01 indoors.
How in the world can we hold Gluttony in place?
Mori, I've been thinking.
Yeah?
Remember how you told us you were willing to do anything?
Yes. I'll do anything you tell me to. Just say the word.
Then, could you perhaps
What? She's smiling?
Lend me your phone for a moment.
Huh? My phone?
Yeah, I need it.
That's it? Why do you make it sound so serious? I was bracing myself for something big.
Sorry, you seemed awfully tense, so I wanted to lighten the mood. Don't you feel a bit more relaxed now?
Yeah, sure. I'm positively stress-free.
Hey, sarcasm's not helping, Mori. Okay, she's baring her fangs.
Anyway, here.
Mori hands over her cell phone to Mihara.
What do you need it for anyway? I really don't know anyone who could help us.
There's someone. Someone very powerful.
Interesting.
I know someone like that?
You certainly do. She sent you to us.
Oh. Jien? Oh, okay.
Hold on. Are you?
I'm going to contact her. Is that okay?
Yes. It's okay. You don't have to keep asking for my permission. I told you. I'm willing to go through anything and everything. So hurry up and do it.
Thanks, Mori. I'll be right back.
You're not doing it here?
I think I'll need a little privacy for our conversation.
Oh.
Yuni, will you stay with Mori for a moment?
She's like, what?
It won't take long.
I don't know if Yuni's forgiven her yet. Shake, shake.
What's wrong, Yuni? Do you not want me to go? I'm sorry, but I really must go. I have something to discuss with this individual. I think they may have a solution to our problem.
Interesting. I was expecting, like, you know, they had that toward the end of part 1, there was a blah blah conversation where Mihara was actually messaging Jien, and I thought they were gonna be like, I thought she was like pissed because of, like, you know, what Mori was tasked to do. So maybe, you know, Mihara's being really calm and collected about this. You know what? At the end of the day, Jien is powerful.
They should know a way for us to keep Gluttony momentarily in check. Or, in other words, a perfect way for me to utilize my power.
Maybe she's gonna use her power to influence Gluttony?
So, please, could you stay with Mori for a moment?
Mihara stands up.
I'll be right back.
Mihara walks outside, leaving Yuni behind. So, anyway, fine weather we're having, right, Yuni? For some reason, Yuni can't fully explain. She feels nervous. Mihara seems to have come to some momentous decision, and the fact that Yuni doesn't know what it is or how to stop it terrifies her.
Are you okay, Yuni?
Yuni turns around and glares at Mori.
Yuni?
Staring at the one she believes is the cause of all this, Yuni's overcome by an inexplicable impulse. What's she gonna do? Yuni broke her bounds, like, of her arms, and that's how she was choking Mihara in the last scene. Did they put the bindings back on her? Or are Yuni's arms free to do stuff now? Mihara walks down the hallway gripping Mori's phone.
Maybe contacting this person isn't the right choice. No, I need to settle this once and for all. Even if only for Yuni's sake. I can't keep living in the dark, constantly under threat. I can't protect anyone like this. I can't save anyone. I can't achieve anything. It'll end up just like before. I'll only end up full of sorrow. I need power. I need to get stronger. Let's do this.
Mihara unlocks Mori's phone to make the call.
A message.
Mihara opens Mori's blah blah app. Is this... Okay, so this is when it happened. Mori, how's your task coming along? The deadline's quickly approaching. I haven't heard from you. I clearly saw the calling signal was activated. Why hasn't there been a report? Are you dead perhaps? How tragic. No. I'm still alive. Wow, still alive and kicking, are you? Excellent. It's nice to meet you, Jien. Alright, so this is exactly what the conversation that we saw at the end of part 1. Did you hit your head or something? Don't you recognize me? You're right. I did hurt my head. I can't recall if I've seen you before. So allow me to introduce myself once more. Nice to meet you. I'm Mihara. Oh my, now things are starting to get interesting. Can't we have a little talk? This is where it ends. Sure, why not? I'll contact you later. I'll be waiting. I thought Mihara was gonna be pissed when she made that message. But no, she's actually looking for more power. I can see that Mihara is looking past that. It's like, you know what? We got a mission. And in essence, this mission is motivated by Mori. So Mihara's doing a lot for Mori's sake right now.
Well, hello there. Can you hear me?
Oh, is this like Jien's like theme song or something? It's always like a little jovial, but also kind of mysterious, like you're walking down a dark forest.
Yes, I can hear you.
I believe we haven't had the pleasure.
That's right. Nice to meet you.
Wow, you really don't remember? I guess your last memory wipe was the one that finally stuck.
Oh, is that so?
I figured since you were hanging out with Yuni with an explosive collar of your own strapped on, you must have retained some of your old memories, but apparently not. What a shame.
Yes, it would have been nice if I remembered. Then I would have known about you much earlier.
Aw, how nice of you. However,
She's so sus.
I don't see Mori. You didn't off her, did you?
Oh my god.
She's such a nice kid. How could I kill her? She's somewhere safe, resting.
Ah, I see. If she isn't dead, why isn't she the one contacting me? Apparently she's not as afraid of being disposed of as I thought.
What did you say?
Didn't she tell you? If she doesn't report back with her findings on my little experiment, she's headed for the scrap heap.
Oh, Mori never told Mihara that the reason why she went along with this mission is because it's a matter of life and death for her?
I assumed you knew everything since you're contacting me on her phone. Looks like I was wrong again.
This is my first time hearing all this.
Well then, this is quite a pickle. I'm rather curious to hear about the outcome of the experiment.
No, f you. You don't get to know the outcome.
Perhaps I should ask you how it went?
If I tell you, what's in it for me?
Oh, maybe. Okay, she's leveraging it. Okay, fine.
Look at the little negotiator. You're a cheeky one. What do you want?
It's a big ask. Is that okay?
Hearing you out doesn't cost me anything.
All right, then I'll get to it. Stop this calling signal experiment on Yuni.
I'd rather not.
What? She wants to do another attempt?
Stop meddling in Mori's life and spare her.
I'll consider it.
And one more thing.
More? Aren't you the greedy one?
Help me become stronger.
Oh. I don't know. I don't trust Jien though. Like, let's say she says, "All right, I'll help you," and then what? Mihara's gonna go down to the Ark. Nothing has happened yet with Jien that has like outlined that she'll do the right thing. I feel like, I don't know. She's too chaotic.
That's everything.
Oh, now that's an interesting proposal, but it's a rather steep price to pay simply to satisfy my own curiosity. I could cherry pick any test subject I wanted from the ones up for disposal. Why should I go through all this trouble of dealing with you instead?
How about this? I'll be the one to undergo the experiment.
Huh?
Not Yuni.
What is she gonna get rapture parts? What does that mean?
Does that sweeten the deal?
Do you even know what kind of experiments I'm conducting?
You're inserting a rapture core inside a Nikke. Isn't that it?
Oh.
What'd you say?
Oh, okay, we're back to this scene. Okay, so they cut away from this in the last part. Little Mermaid said that she recognized something inside Yuni who had a rapture core. and that there's something special about that core. So we're about to find out.
There are 2 cores inside Yuni.
Oh.
2 cores? What are you talking about? How do you know that?
When you were all falling, do you remember how I caught you with my bubbles?
Yes.
When someone enters my bubble, I can learn a lot about them. That's how I found out. Yuni was used as a test subject and fused with a rapture. She now carries 2 cores inside her.
And are you saying one of those cores is...
Yes. I believe it belonged to a rapture.
Oh, okay. We knew that she was fused with raptor parts. That's not a secret. So I guess the big reveal here is that not only did she have raptor parts, but an actual rapture core.
A rapture core?
Oh, ah.
So that's why she reacted the way she did to the calling signal.
I believe that is the reason why. Yes, right now, at least, the Nikke core is dominant. That allows for Yuni's consciousness to maintain control over her body.
In essence, doesn't that like technically mean that Yuni is corrupted? Isn't that the definition of being corrupted? Because corruption, I mean, this is what happened to Cinderella. She got corrupted, and so it's a matter of her consciousness fighting over the consciousness of the corruption. I would say this is even more direct than a corruption.
But hearing the calling signal seems to activate the rapture core. Continual exposure to it could cause the rapture instincts to take her over completely. For someone like Yuni, whose external body has been fused with a rapture, her identity as a Nikke could become even more unstable. You must be careful.
I'll keep that in mind.
Wait, so Mihara wants to be
Judging by your
rapture
expression,
fused?
I'd say I'm on the mark.
You're something else. You know that? How did you know?
Sorry, it's a secret.
Come now, give me just a little tease.
I don't like that from Jien.
Do we have a deal or what?
Well, it is an enticing proposal. All of my previous test subjects were Nikke's about to be scrapped. With you, I'd have a chance to implant a rapture core into someone special. A Nikke who was handcrafted by my adorable little sister, piece by piece. Yuni's external body had already been fused with rapture parts, so it was already an alternative experiment in many ways. When the Mantis Squad was corrupted, I wondered if I could potentially find a use for them. But then, much to my disappointment, they were healed.
By Papouse.
After Yuni, I didn't expect another opportunity like this to come along.
I'm glad that you're satisfied.
I certainly am. I had no idea such interesting Nikkes existed. I feel like I've been missing out. If I'd known about you earlier, I would have taken you in back when you got shot in the head.
No need to bring that up.
If you'd done that, then this moment wouldn't be possible, would it?
Fair point. So what is it that you're really after? Why are you so willing to subject your body to my experiments?
Okay, now I'm worried about Mihara. I guess the best outcome of this is that Mihara has a rapture core too. She gets more powerful, but I don't know, maybe Mihara has a really strong constitution, so she's able to never be taken over by the core.
You have 3 requests. Is that really everything?
Yes, that's everything.
Now that I think about it, your requests seem rather modest. Why do you want to become stronger? Do you find you're somehow lacking when it comes to eliminating raptures?
I don't know, she seems pretty powerful already. So she gets 2 upgrades?
I want to take.
She's
down
overspec?
Gluttony.
Ah, Gluttony! Yes, that would be an impossible task in your current state. It is officially classified as a tyrant class, but in actuality it's far beyond that.
That's what I was thinking. Tyrant class applies to all the bosses, but we take down those bosses. Actuality is far beyond that. That makes sense. I'm glad that they spelled that out.
There's a reason it's named after a cardinal sin. But didn't you receive a new body recently?
Yes, but I lack the ability to fully utilize its power.
In other words, you lack talent.
Ooh, wait, Jien, that was uncalled for.
I figured if anyone would have a solution, it would be you.
You figured right. If you undergo the same experiment Yuni did, you will definitely become stronger. So that problem will resolve itself automatically.
Interesting. I like how she's so it's said with with certainty. Like, oh yeah, this experiment it's gonna make you even stronger. Let's not mess with the body. She just needs to get a rapture core, right? We don't need to give her like rapture legs. Come on.
However, that means one of your wishes would have been granted without any real input from me. In that case, we'll say that I owe you one. You can come to me with a request later, and I'll grant it.
Interesting. Ah. So it went. Mihara's offer is actually bigger than what they're asking from Jien. So she's transactional. She's cold-hearted. She has no humanity, but at least when it comes to deals, like she's honorable. I'm still trying to get a read of Jien.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. You, of all people, should know that implanting a rapture core onto a living Nikke is akin to a death sentence. If you want to back out, now's your last chance.
I've already gone through 2 memory wipes, and I'm walking around with a bomb strapped to my neck. I'm getting used to living life on the edge.
She said that in a way, in a sense. It sounds like that's what, like she's into that.
That may be so, but carrying 2 cores around is a different kind of thrill altogether.
It's no different from the pain I've had to endure up to this point.
Alright, fine.
But she likes pain
if
though.
That's what you really want. I'll stop playing around with the calling signal. I'll also give you what you want when it comes to that incubator friend of yours.
Okay, so is Mori scot-free then?
As for the strength you desire, I will put it within your grasp.
Thank you.
But I get something in return.
Wait, that wasn't a part of the deal. What?
You're now my test subject for life.
Interesting. I don't like that. I don't like that. No, I want them to be free. But I mean, in essence, she has a bomb strapped to her neck. She already is kind of like in a form of captivity. So being her test subject, I feel like doesn't really change the situation that much.
I get to do whatever I want to you, and you're expected to grin and bear it.
Don't change the body. Can she?
Got that?
Yes. Understood.
Oh my god, Mihara went through with it. This situation's crazy.
Good. I think you're officially fit for my experimenting table.
Oh my god. I thought Ether was conniving. Jien is like Ether's evolved form, except a little bit more unpredictable. We're almost halfway and so much has happened already. For the stream, for the sake of the stream, I said we're gonna go all in.
She's been following us ever since we left the Ark.
Oh, this is Yuni talking. We're hearing Yuni's thoughts.
There's so much terror in her eyes, and yet she still came here with the intent of ruining me and Mihara. She activated that calling signal and made me suffer. She almost got Mihara killed. If Siren wasn't there, I would have killed Mihara with my own hands.
Oh, that confirms it. Siren's ability was the only ability that could have stopped the situation.
I'll never forgive her for that.
Yuni?
Mori steps back. Yuni walks towards Mori.
This girl tried to put Mihara in danger.
Oh god. Oh god. I don't even know what to say, because like in all honesty, like I don't fault Yuni for if Yuni does something extreme, I don't fault her, but like no, now's not the time.
She's put strange thoughts into Mihara's mind. She's put Mihara in danger. I can't forgive her. I won't forgive her.
What's she gonna do?
Stay back, Yuni.
Clench? Oh! Oh no! There was a time where I thought Mori deserved this, but not now. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Yuni reaches out and grabs Mori's neck.
I must kill her.
Is she gonna do it? Is she gonna do it?
She put Mihara in danger. She's trying to kill Mihara. She killed Mihara. She's the most despicable thing there is.
No! Yuni! No. Oh my god. This got messy.
She's like me.
Yuni. Oh, that line hit so hard. Oh. Oh. Thinking back to the context of Wordless and to the situation that led to that in the main story. Oh my god. Yuni's eyes start to glow red? What? Is the rapture core taking over?
Yuni!
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Tears start to flow from Mori's eyes.
I know you won't forgive me.
Shut up. I don't want to hear it.
Oh!
I know I don't deserve forgiveness.
I said I don't want to hear it.
But you have to let me save Siren.
Oh. They need to do more graphics like these. That's my feedback for Shift Up. We need more of these. These are so good every time they show illustrations like this.
Once I've saved her, then you can kill me.
The tears from Mori's eyes fall onto Yuni's hand.
Please, I'm begging you.
Please, I'm begging you. I know what those words mean. They're the words spoken when you desperately want to save someone precious to you.
Did she say something similar about Mihara back during Wordless?
When you want to help them so badly, but you're powerless. And so all you can do is beg. Beg, and speak desperate, pleading words.
She was begging Mana at the time. I recall, before she had the transformation. I think she wanted to record a message. That one message. Mana also did them a huge solid. That's why I like Mana too.
I understand, but I don't want to. I hate that she's like me in this way.
Aww.
I hate that she thinks the same way I do.
Aww.
I can't kill her.
Yuni loosens her grip and Mori collapses to the ground. Oh. Oh. Every time, Nikke. Ah. Thump. Yuni slumps to the ground.
Yuni, I'm sorry. Sorry for putting you through this. For putting you and Mihara in harm's way again.
I know you are.
I still want to save her.
Oh, I also love that we get to hear Yuni's inner thoughts. I still think they shouldn't have taken away her ability to speak. That's one of the crueler aspects of this transformation.
She's the first person to ever be kind to me. And I loved it.
She loved when people are kind to her.
I don't want to lose her or that feeling no matter what.
I understand.
I know that you feel the same way about Mihara. And yes, despite me knowing that, I'm still making you go out and put yourselves in danger. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being so selfish. But I want to save her. I'm sorry.
And you know what? Mori makes it sound like she's the only one. Of course, Mihara and Yuni want to save Siren too, especially everything that Siren has done for them.
I know it all too well. How it feels to know affection for the first time, and how it feels when you lose it. I know that sorrow, that ache. I understand why Mihara wants to help her. To be honest, I also think we should save Siren.
Of course!
That's why I can't find it in myself to despise her fully.
Tears start flowing from Yuni's masks too. Oh.
Yuni?
But I'm scared. I'm terrified. Terrified of losing Mihara again.
I need to get tissues.
I'm sorry.
Two broken hearts sit together across from one another. Ah! Each understands the other more than anyone else ever could. Oh. The character writing is peak. We're not even done yet. Each feels sorry for the other, and both are afraid of losing what is most precious to them. And so they sit together and they cry. Just like me right now!
Sorry to keep you guys waiting.
Mihara walks in. What the f just happened?
Mihara!
Yuni senses strange vibes coming from Mihara.
Huh? What's wrong? Is something on your mind?
Oh my god. If Yuni finds out what kind of deal Mihara just made with Jien, I'm sure Yuni would be so upset. Yuni shakes her head.
What are those marks on Mori's neck?
Mihara's like, you look like you just got choked recently. I should know. I get choked often.
Huh? Oh, nothing.
They're like two kids that were fighting in the other room, and then a parent shows up and they're like, nothing, we weren't fighting.
I just bumped into a wall.
Yeah, but god, the worst liar ever.
Isn't that right, Yuni? Isn't that right?
It is! It's exactly like what I just described.
Well, I think something happened. But whatever it was, it seems like you two have resolved it. So, I won't press.
Mihara's like, alright. I'm gonna let this slide this time.
I appreciate it. Anyways, what took you so long? Did something happen?
No, nothing happened.
Oh, is Mihara gonna keep this to herself? I don't like that. I don't trust Jien. I feel like she's gonna do some crazy shit to Mihara. Whatever you do, just don't change the way she looks.
I just found a way to become stronger. That's all.
Everything comes at a price. That's how writing is. Good narratives. Anytime there's something you just obtain something, that always comes at a price. That's how you get drama, chat.
What do you mean by that?
Excuse me.
Mana opens the door and comes inside.
Oh, wow. We were about to make our way over to you. I appreciate you coming to us.
I have tears on my cheeks, but I will wipe it after this cutscene.
I think we can skip the small talk. Here.
Mana hands Mori a glass jar containing crystals and batteries. Ah. I was wondering.
These are the E2 crystals for the operation.
Okay.
As I mentioned, they absorb electrical energy and are incredibly dangerous. For Nikke's, even the slightest physical contact with these crystals will cause the body to be corrupted.
I don't think that's the right word.
Do not ever take them out of the jar, under any circumstances. If by any chance you do accidentally come into contact with the crystals, you must immediately shut down the power to that area of your body to prevent it from spreading. Understood?
Or cut it off, just like what happened in in the recent main story chapters.
Got it.
Mihara,
Yes?
everything is riding on this. Failure isn't an option.
I owe you, Mana.
If you want to repay me, come back alive.
Mana, aww. Sometimes she seems so like all about business and sounds like she's cold, but Mana time and time again has shown that she actually really cares genuinely for other Nikkes and for the commander. When they she gets introduced pretty early on, and you know it took a long time for her to finally be an actual unit. I feel like Mana has also proved to have grown and to become more of a compelling character over time.
All of you. I'll be waiting.
We'll come back. no matter what.
We got this. We got this. Sizzle. The sound of something melting. Blurp, blurp. Are we with Siren now? The sound of something boiling. Splash. The sound of flowing liquid. Amidst those countless sinister sounds, Little Mermaid opens her eyes. Beyond the thinning bubble lies a crimson ocean, and inside that lies Gluttony's core staring back at her. Oh my god, can you imagine like a ginormous eye just staring at you? Is there more memories?
Phew! The bubble workshop is finally cleaned up. I made so many bubbles here. The ones I sent outside which resembled Cinderella, Ave, Hansel, Gretel, Levi, even a few that looked like me. Did they arrive at their destination? Did they find those whom they had been modeled after? Even if I disappear and become a mere bubble, will the bubbles be able to stay? I have to trust in the power Ave gave me. They will stay. They have to.
Oh my god. It's hard to keep tabs on which ones I've already seen.
I'll never see them again.
But I'm gonna check them all right now. What about this one?
I'm not scared anymore. Which memory is this? I know what time frame this was.
Our story should have ended as a happy fairy tale. One that would have been remembered fondly for generations to come. But I ruined it all.
No,
I turned
Cinderella.
it into a story filled with pain and misery. But the story isn't
that was
over
Red
yet.
Shoes' fault.
I must continue writing it. Not just for myself, but for all of you as well. I promise that the story we'll write from now on won't be one of failure, but one with a happy ending. Come, let's write our story.
Oh, it was so triumphant at the
Cinderella
time.
was really amazing back then.
I know.
Wherever Cinderella is, she has to survive.
Oh my god, Siren.
Has to live.
Her and Abe are still alive and
Have
kicking.
the ending she's looking for.
Oh. And they're looking for you too! Oh, if only Siren knew that.
Succeed. For everyone's sake. I wonder who it will be this time.
It's Leviathan.
It's Levi. Levi, is it really hard for you not being able to make bubbles?
I don't know. It's not like I ever expected to be good at it anyway. Whatever, it's fine.
If you're feeling down, would you like me to make you some grilled fish?
You think you can toss me some grilled fish? And that's gonna magically make everything better?
Yeah, it's food. It's tasty food.
You mean it wouldn't make you feel better? Do you not like grilled fish
Oh
anymore?
my god, Little Mermaid.
That's not what I meant. Ugh, whatever. Just hurry up and make the fish.
Ah, you didn't even say please.
Alright. That's right. Levi really loved grilled fish.
I like that. This is the
I wonder
takeaway.
how she's doing now.
Aww.
I hope she doesn't blame herself too much.
Can you imagine?
I miss you, Levi.
Can you imagine?
Even though I know we'll never see.
No! Don't say that! Can you imagine how, like, Siren and Leviathan reuniting, and for Little Mermaid to tell Leviathan not to blame herself? How much that would do for Leviathan? I said this in the previous stream, but I feel like Siren might actually be the key to actually forming a genuine alliance with the Four Beasts.
For everyone's this one is about Ave. Those gifted with the Kotodama must use it for good. Otherwise, that power will only serve to isolate you.
That's what I told you when you first became a Nikke. I can trust you, right? That you're good?
Good.
If you don't feel you can trust yourself, use your Kotodama on yourself.
Use your Kotodama on yourself?
Tell yourself that you're nice. Stupidly, ridiculously so. To a fault. I'm nice. Stupidly, ridiculously so. To a fault.
Oh. Everyone was so taken aback when I said that. Abe laughed her head off. Abe, you were right. By living kindly, I've never been alone. I always wanted to tell you that.
Oh my god.
I miss you.
She has such strong emotional fortitude after all the stuff that she's been through.
I'll never...
Hold on, let me get a napkin. I need to clean up my face, chat. This is so emotional. Okay. Little Mermaid senses it immediately.
I've been discovered.
Oh no. Shit. For 70 years, she was able to avoid detection. And this is the day?
Gluttony knows I've been hiding the AA pillar from it. The bubble barrier is thinner than before. Probably because I condensed some of the bubbles around the AA pillar. That must have made it easier to detect.
Sizzle. The bubbles ignite as it touches the seawater. Blurp, blurp. Droplets rush out to repair the crumbling bubble wall. Silver liquid seeps through the gaps that can't be repaired in time.
You really want to eat this, don't you?
Oh boy. Clench. Little Mermaid tightly embraces the encased AA pillar and gazes at Gluttony's core.
Well, you can't have it.
Ha! Little Mermaid is like, no, mine!
I don't care how much you glare at me. I'm not handing it over. I won't let you have it. My bubbles will dissolve the energy and it will disappear.
Oh. Little Mermaid's coughing? Why? Is she getting weaker? A searing pain courses through Mermaid's entire body, from her fingertips to her toes. At the same time, a bubbling sensation surges from within her.
I'm reaching my limit, and I'm starting to feel the side effects from the bubbles. Before long, my entire body will be turned into liquid metal.
No! Oh, I don't like that possibility! I wasn't even thinking about her, actually, running out of power and dying for it.
Ew.
As her vision gradually fades, Little Mermaid wonders, if she closes her eyes, how many more times will she be able to open them? No, don't, oh my god, don't say that to me!
No, not yet. I can't stop now. Not until all this energy is depleted.
Can she absorb the energy? Desperately embracing the immense energy to keep it from escaping, Little Mermaid closes her eyes again. Oh, my girly pop's going through it right now. Mihara and Yuni track Gluttony's movements. Meanwhile, Mori follows behind, not saying a word. Along the way, they encounter rapture after rapture, time and time again. They take them down, relocate Gluttony's trail, and press forward. It is Mori's first true skirmish with a rapture, entirely unlike her previous encounters with them. In the past, she has only caught glimpses of raptures while fleeing with support squads, but this is something else altogether, and altogether much more terrifying. It feels as if the raptures could end her life at any moment with a single attack. Her wounds accumulate and wear her down. So many times she wants to collapse, to run away. She wants nothing more than to dig a hole in the ground and hide. But each time Mori thinks of this, she clenches her teeth and thinks about the two others whom she dragged into this. She thinks about Yuni's eyes, filled with tears and terrified of losing Mihara, of Mihara's relentless efforts to grant her wish, of Siren who had sacrificed herself in order to save everyone, and was now trapped inside Gluttony, facing her imminent doom. Mori thinks about every word Siren had said, every affectionate gesture she had shown to her. As she recalls all this, Mori rejects her fear. She forced herself back up again, forced her feet to move forward, She tightened her grip on her gun, and even though she wants to grab a shovel and dig, on and on she runs without any concept of day or night until finally.
I'm not seeing a trail anymore. Gluttony must be close.
They're by the ocean. We are just one step away from the place where Little Mermaid is waiting.
We finally found her.
Now I'm a little curious, because in chapter 40 we faced Gluttony. So, is this before the squad faced Gluttony, or is this after, when Gluttony like decimated that one region? I don't know if I can emotionally take it anymore, but we're gonna keep going, chat.
There's a beach here. Yes, this should work nicely.
Is Gluttony here?
Yeah, it should be underground, within a 10-kilometer radius.
Oh, okay. It's close by, but 10 kilometers is pretty far.
10 kilometers? How are we supposed to find it?
How do you think? We need to lure it out.
With energy.
But how?
By using the beach, for starters. Setting up here will allow us to minimize the amount of raptures that could swarm us.
Then what?
Since Gluttony reacts to strong energy sources, I'd say it stands to reason that's what we have to use to lure it, don't you?
Do we have something that's capable of producing that much energy?
We do. Both of you, listen to me carefully. I'll lure out Gluttony.
With her, what, with her core?
Yuni, once I get it to stop, you need to make sure it doesn't close its mouth. You need to hold it open for as long as you can, however you can, until Mori and Siren are out of there.
Interesting. My question is, did Mihara get that strong upgrade from Jien already?
There's a chance they might not be able to escape through Gluttony's breathing hole. While Yuni's doing that, Mori, you need to take the E2 crystals and hop inside its mouth.
Okay.
Oh my god. I fear that she's gonna get cold feet, but let's see what happens.
The main reason Siren refuses to come out is that she intends on sacrificing herself in order to eliminate the energy inside the AA pillar. In other words, if we can't convince Siren to leave of her own accord, we can't save her. That's why your role is the most crucial, Mori. Not only do you have to go back inside Gluttony and plant the E2 crystals onto its core, you also have to meet Siren and convince her to come out. You can do it. No, you need to do it.
Oh my god, that's such an important role for Mori. Oh, I'm so nervous.
We came here to save a life, not to lose our own.
You're right. I have to do it. I have to save her no matter what. That's why I asked for your help.
Mori looks at Yuni and Mihara.
You both are risking your lives for my sake. I won't fail you.
I don't know. I feel like Mori reminds me of Leviathan in many ways that she thinks. But I don't know. I believe in Mori. I believe she, unlike Leviathan who got cold feet and chickened out, I feel like Mori can pull through.
You've become a real trustworthy ally, Mori.
Don't make fun of me when I'm being serious.
All right. Anyway, shall we get started?
Mihara walks forward. Yuni urgently grabs Mihara's hand.
Yes, Yuni?
Yuni shakes her head at Mihara. Though she can't explain why, her instincts are telling her to stop Mihara.
Yuni.
Yuni shakes her head desperately, pleading for Mihara not to go through with this.
It's okay. I would never leave you behind. We promised each other that we would truly see each other, that we would feel each other's pain, and that we would atone for our sins together. I haven't forgotten that promise, and I intend to keep it.
And you know what? If they save Siren, I feel like all is forgiven. That's repayment enough. Whatever. Yuni and Mihara lock
Trust
eyes.
Me. And wait, failure is not an option.
Alright, Mihara, I believe in you, girl. Yuni lets go of Mihara's hand.
Thank you, Yuni. I'll be back.
Mihara steps forward again, leaving Yuni behind.
Code release.
Oh?
Activate all cores to their limit. Initiate fusion.
Recognition complete. Activate all cores in body to their limit.
Interesting. Are all Nikke's cores like voice activated?
Error. Reaction error. Fusion unsuccess.
Uh-oh. What the hell?
Unlock code. Deep.
Deep mention? Oh my god! I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. Wait, what does Deep have to do with the Wardress squad? What's going on here?
Activate all cores in body to their limit. Initiating fusion.
What just happened? The area near Mihara's core starts to glow red.
Mihara!
Oh god. Okay, you can do it. Mihara curls up, unable to withstand the pain.
What did you just say? Put what where?
Oh, so she did get it.
Mana.
Okay, so she did get the upgrade. I thought Mihara would have to make a trip to the Ark.
You did receive what I sent, didn't you?
I believe so. Are you talking about this?
Mana points to a palm-sized black box.
That's it. Looks like it arrived safely. I was worried because the elevator wasn't working properly.
What does this mean?
I suppose sending something small doesn't pose any issues.
I would like you to insert this in my body.
Oh god.
Excuse me?
Through where?
It's a special gift I prepared for Mihara, to get her stronger much more quickly. Tuck it safe and sound beside her Nikke core if you would. I would have loved to handle it myself, what with this being the first experiment and all. But as you know, I don't exactly have freedom of movement right now.
I'm still not following.
And that kind of raises a question. Is Jien a part of Deep? I feel like there has to be some sort of relation. Otherwise, why was Deep mentioned?
Mihara was the one who contacted me. Quite eagerly, I must say. She told me she requires additional strength in order to fight Gluttony. Given that she couldn't utilize her current body's ability to its fullest, she wanted my help. And to that end, she agreed to become my test subject.
Mihara?
Oh, Mana's like, what the hell, girl? Because I'm pretty sure Mana is fully aware of the implications of this.
That's why I prepared this little doohickey for her. It's quite
Doohickey.
risky to be sure, but if you want to enhance a Nikke's abilities in one go, it's the best option available.
So it's meant to enhance Nikke's abilities, yet you're having me insert it beside her core separately. Is this a rapture core?
You're familiar with the ins and outs of Nikke bodies. I'm sure you can insert it next to her current core easily enough, right?
This is incredibly dangerous. If I insert this inside her, the Nikke core could...
Do you remember your promise from long ago?
Mana's promise?
You said you would help me the next time I wanted to do something good.
Oh, good.
Well, now's that time. I can't leave the Ark at the moment, and Mihara needs to fortify her strength straight away. That leaves us with you, Mana. You're the only one who can do this.
Oh, Jien. I feel like Jien is a master manipulator.
You call inserting this inside a Nikke a good thing?
Of course. I'm giving a Nikke who wants to be stronger the power she deserves. What's more benevolent than that?
Oh my god, so manipulative!
But a Nikke and Rapture core can't exist together. You of all people should know that a Nikke's core...
Yes, I know. Nikke cores have a barrier which prevents them from reacting with other cores. But what if you could break past that barrier?
What? Are you telling me you figured out a way? How?
That's my little secret. If I told you, you might have to get sent somewhere awfully dangerous. You don't want that, do you?
No.
Now then, be a good girl, would you?
Oh my god. Yo, you don't need to say something like that to Mana.
Don't let your curiosity get the best of you. Don't peek inside the box and just put it inside her, okay?
Understood.
What's this barrier you're both talking about?
Nikke cores have a safety mechanism, which makes it so they can't react with other cores. Even if it's two Nikke cores in one body, it prevents them from interacting. It would also prevent rapture cores from devouring the Nikke core, and vice versa.
You mean Nikke and rapture cores can consume each other?
What if they're one and the same? I mean, they both are called cores. I wonder if they're ever going to go into detail about like how they came up with Nikke technology. I have a feeling it's rooted with the knowledge they've attained from researching raptures.
Yes, a clear example of that is core dust. It can distill a rapture core down to its essence and use that to stimulate growth within a Nikke's own core.
Jien!
Oh dear, there I go again, running my mouth. If you knew any more about this, Mihara, you'd never be allowed up on the surface again. So I'll stop there.
Interesting! Wow!
On the other hand, it's nice knowing the stakes, don't you think?
Of course. It's important to know these things.
Now then, Mihara, once that core is implanted into your body, all the abilities you previously couldn't draw out from your body will fully awaken. If there are no changes after the surgery, then it means your body itself is defective.
Oh!
However, I can quite confidently say that my sister is the best of the best when it comes to building Nikkes. So I'm sure you'll become much stronger, Mihara. That is, if you can endure the pain. Every prior test subject has died because they couldn't withstand the pain.
What's with this? This line feels like it should have been stated a lot earlier.
You, however, said you'd be willing to do anything. So I'm sure you'll be able to endure it, won't you?
Of course.
I can't wait to see how it turns out.
Rit. Oh! She's holding her chest. Mihara clenches her teeth. Oh my god. You can do it. I believe in you. You can do it. Just as Jien warned, the pain beyond anything imaginable courses through Mihara's body. Her vision repeatedly turns red, fades away, and then comes back. Beep, crackle.
Warning, system error.
No time for errors. Crackle.
Warning, core response error. Warning, core resonance activation. Connecting code. Error. Warning, core type. Match. Warning, barrier. Reactivation required.
A series of warning sounds and error messages blare out.
I know. You're not used to a core like this, but you've got to accept it.
Oh, she could do it. Oh, it's glowing. Wait, glowing is a good thing, not a bad thing. It's not red. Mihara closes her eyes and begins to suppress the sensation surging through her. Inside her body, near her core, is a searing heat like a blazing inferno. The conflagration expands and begins to engulf Mihara's own core.
Warning, barrier. Reactivation required. Warning, barrier. Reactivation required.
Countless warning sounds echo in her head. Mihara's movements, senses, and everything slowly becomes consumed by the fire.
If this continues, my body will...
Whee! Mihara's body begins glowing even redder? The inside of her core boils like a massive fireball, a volcano on the verge of eruption. As it rages on, her consciousness drifts further and further away. Despite the pages going through, this looks amazing. She looks amazing. It's then that Mihara realizes, the moment she is completely consumed by the flames, she as she knows herself would cease to exist. No. From somewhere she can't see, someone is screaming. A familiar voice cries out in agony. It screams, imploring her not to leave her behind again. Who is it? Who's calling me? Oh, she's back! Yuni and Mihara lock eyes. Yuni's eyes tremble with fear, terrified of losing Mihara once again. Her eyes beg Mihara to keep her promise. Mihara can't let those eyes be filled with despair again. Grit. Mihara bites down on her own cheek, grits harder. Ugh, the sharp pain in her mouth pulls Mihara back to life. So, in order to fight the pain, she has to create another pain.
Me. Don't worry. I'll accept it all. The pain. The sorrow. The desperation. All of it. I'll take it all in.
Okay.
I will never abandon you. This time. No matter what, I will bring you back on the right path. If we die together. And if we live together. I will claim this power as my own, in order to protect our bond. No matter how great the pain, I'll do this so that no one will ever take you away from me again.
Oh, that line. Oh, Mihara, they deserve to be happy after everything. Light begins to radiate from Mihara's body.
Mihara?
Oh, there it is. There's the overspec. The overspec. It's literally the overspec symbol with chains. Clank. A purplish light, dark enough almost to be black, bursts forth from Mihara's core, and chain-like patterns of the same color spread all over her body. Mihara recognizes the change in her body. She now realizes how to awaken the sensations contained within all living beings. No matter how much larger her target is, no matter how overwhelmingly powerful they are, or how much pain they can endure, none of it matters anymore. So long as her foes are alive and connected to her via these chains on her body, she knows that she can now feel their pain as well. She can endure any amount of suffering they inflict upon her. Of that she is certain.
Such power. My arms could be ripped off. My entire body could be smashed to a pulp, and I would enjoy it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's no limit to the pain that I can now endure. How thrilling. Oh, the fun I'm going to have.
Oh, okay. Mihara, stay with us. We got a mission. Clank. With the clinking sound of chain links, the patterns on her body fade and then disappear into her skin.
In order to establish a connection with these chains,
Mihara lifts the pendulum attached to the end of her whip.
all I have to do is stab the enemy with this. Jien was right. If this is the kind of ability she originally envisioned, then the sensory exchange I was capable of before could only be considered a failure.
Oh my god. Mihara looks at Yuni and Mori, who are watching her anxiously.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I've never felt this powerful in my life. Almost omnipotent.
Oh my god. Okay, we gotta pull Mihara now.
Considering how much energy I just released, it's bound to come calling.
Oh, right on cue.
Everyone, back up.
Oh, look at it. There, the Gluttony's right there. And of course, we're treated with this lovely back shot right here. Boom! Gluttony emerges from the ground.
Gluttony!
Now that our guest has accepted my invitation, let's go, Yuni.
Mihara steps forward, resembling a female prison warden about to weave a massive prison for her prey.
Let the hunt begin.
Ooh, good one-liner. Let's go! I'll get into that in a second. Swish! Mihara swings her whip towards Gluttony. Thunk. Sensing the threat, Gluttony attempts to retreat downward. Oh, Gluttony already knew?
Sorry to tell you this, but you're not going anywhere.
Ooh! Drop that one-liner, Mihara. Yeah, let's go. Mihara lunges forward, striking at Gluttony with the pendulum. Gluttony twists its body and blocks the blade with its teeth. Ugh!
Darn, it's good at sensing danger. Maybe it knows instinctively that a hit from this is bad news.
I feel like Gluttony being alive this whole time is probably for a reason. It probably has a good amount of self-preservation. Swish! Mihara steps back and swings the pendulum towards Gluttony once more.
Watch out for the tentacles!
Oh, Gluttony extends its tentacles towards Mihara. Crunch. Yuni grabs the tentacles. Oh. Get him, Yuni. Get him. Crunch, crack. Gluttony's tentacles writhe as if trying to escape Yuni's grasp. But she clenches the squirming bundle of feelers tightly and refuses to let go.
Yuni.
Is Gluttony speaking? With a thunderous roar, a shower of splinters burst from Gluttony's body.
Everyone, duck!
Rat-tat-tat-tat. Oh, Mori's putting down the suppressing fire. Fires her weapon at the shards hurtling towards Mihara and Yuni. Some fragments that she wasn't able to shoot down fall to the ground.
Your shooting is really improved, Mori.
All right!
I still missed a few, so don't get too comfortable.
Thankfully, it's too busy digesting something to spew out that silver liquid. In that case, we've got a chance.
Swish! Mihara tightens her grip on her whip and charges forward. Yeah! Mihara dodges the gaping maw attempting to swallow her. Crunch. And drives the pendulum into Gluttony. Alright, we made the connection.
Now then.
Clank. Dark purple chain-like patterns begin etching themselves into Gluttony's body. She made the connection, accompanied by a cold metallic sound. At the same time, similar patterns appear on Mihara's body.
Now that our chains are connected, why don't we swap our senses?
Ooh! The chain patterns engraved on Gluttony and Mihara's bodies glow a lambent purple. Clang, and the sound of chains tightening fills the air.
I can feel it. So this is what you're feeling.
What is Gluttony feeling?
You really do have so much inside you than you've never felt. The sensation of your own cheek being bitten down on, have you?
Oh, Mihara's gonna bite her own cheek?
Would you like me to show you?
I like the way she's talking. Ooh.
Let's enjoy this pain together.
Ooh. Mihara opens wide, crunch, and bites down on the inside of her mouth. Ooh! That must hurt a lot, because basically he has like 3 sets of mouths, and he's basically nothing but mouth, so physiologically speaking, he has a big cheek region. Gluttony convulses as if in unbearable pain. Crunch. Thud. Yeah!
You're so spirited now. Why don't we enjoy a little more?
Crack. Gluttony trembles violently, its teeth chattering from the agony.
Goodness. I didn't expect the pain to be so bad that you'd try to close your mouth. We can't have that. Otherwise Mori won't be able to pass through. Yuni?
Yuni lets go of the tentacles and quickly dashes forward. She pries open the struggling Gluttony's mouth and forces her body inside. Yuni's gonna use herself? While bearing the weight of its descending fangs, she keeps its jaw forcibly open.
Yuni!
Crack. Gluttony continues to spasm in pain. Oh god. She can do it. She can do it. Yuni uses every ounce of her strength to keep the creature's mouth open as the crushing weight of the razor-sharp teeth bears down on her.
Your body can't handle the stress! You're incredible, Yuni.
Yuni.
Mori, you have exactly 30 minutes, not a second more. After that, my sensory exchange will be severed. You've got to convince Siren before then.
30 minutes?! Oh my god! How is she gonna get in there?
30 minutes? That's all I have?
Can you do it?
Yes, I can do this.
I mean, we're talking about a Tyrant class freaking rapture. I feel like 30 minutes is pretty long for what they're trying to accomplish.
Then go. Go and rescue Siren.
Okay.
Go, go, go! Mori looks at Yuni, who seems to be calling to her. Yuni and Mori lock eyes.
I can't believe it. Did she just wish you good luck?
I think so. Thank you, Yuni. I'll rescue Siren if it's the last thing I do.
Mori looks ahead toward the black chasm that is Gluttony's gaping maw. Meanwhile, Yuni desperately continues to keep the jaws open. Go, go, go! Yuni hurtles herself towards the creature's mouth, and the black abyss slowly draws closer to her. Suddenly, rumble. What? Something falls to her at her feet. A compass and a map that guide the way to the Ark? a first aid kit to heal her wounds, a chocolate bar to keep her hunger at bay, a field shovel that has saved her skin more than once at critical moments. Is this all her stuff? Everything that has kept her alive until now falls to the ground. And the reality she has been determined to avoid comes rushing at her head on? Along with her, the fear of death comes crashing in. No! No! 30 minutes! Oh my god. We're going in.
No.
Mori, keep it together. Somewhere deep inside her, a voice screams for her to stop. A part of her wants to stop right there and cry out that she can't do this. This is clearly insane, like a suicide mission. What if Siren is already dead? What if she never realizes Mori is coming to save her? What if there's still even the tiniest bit of silver liquid left in Gluttony's throat? Or if Yuni can't hold on any longer and the mouth closes? What if Mihara collapses and can no longer restrain Gluttony?
No.
She'll die. She'll die in the most excruciating way. The life she's fought for so hard to hold on to will crumble away in an instant. Just like how that shovel fell to the ground, so will she be plummeting into death's cold embrace. No. Even so, she has to run. She must. There are people out there who have risked their lives for her. It's time for her to repay the affection she's been given. She's here to save the person who reached out to her and gave her a reason to live. She has to go to her. Okay, she pulled through. She pulled through, chat. Mori ignores the fallen remnants of her life, summons her strength, tap, and pushes off the ground with all her might. She sends herself hurtling forward. Hurling towards the lifeless abyss. Boom! Okay, we're on Siren's perspective. There's a massive tremor and the Crimson Sea begins to surge violently.
That sound.
Little Mermaid lifts her head and gazes above.
Gluttony is shaking?
Little Mermaid closes her eyes and focuses on the sounds Gluttony is making. Rumble. Deep vibrations reverberate throughout Gluttony's body as it tries to move. Bubble, bubble. Meanwhile, all the fluid inside churns violently.
It's as if it's fighting against something. But what?
Little Mermaid focuses even more, listening intently to the noises coming from outside. Crunch? The sound of something being pierced into Gluttony's body. The agonizing cries of Gluttony as it writhes in pain.
Something is hurting it.
That's good. Crunch. The sound of something blocking Gluttony's mouth. She can hear all this from inside that bubble? The sound of footsteps.
Someone's running this way? Siren!
Oh! Mori's in! Come on, Little Mermaid! Little Mermaid looks up. Through the gap of Gluttony's open mouth, light pours in, and within that light, Mori is there. Little Mermaid frantically raises her hand.
To save her.
The bubble stretches from Little Mermaid's fingertips, splash, and wraps around Mori. Shortly after, crash, the bubble lands on the tree.
Mori!
Okay, so a lot of this plan is riding on the fact that Little Mermaid had to wrap her in a bubble. Otherwise, Mori jumped in. She could have just got digested. Splash. She's in.
I really thought I was gonna die.
What are you doing here again?
Hold on.
Mori hurriedly digs through her belongings. Clatter. Inside a glass bottle, the E2 crystals and battery remain intact. Okay, good. Mission's still on.
Thank goodness. I got it through safely.
Mori?
Grab.
Siren!
Mori grabs Little Mermaid's arm.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of this place, Siren.
Come on, Siren. Don't be stubborn.
Mihara and Yuni are waiting for us outside. They're keeping Gluttony from moving. We need to leave at once.
I can't.
Oh, Siren, no!
I must ensure the AA pillar's energy is completely depleted.
You can do that outside. You just need to take it with you so that Gluttony can't consume it.
That's impossible. Gluttony is instinctively drawn to substantial energy sources. Even if we take it outside, Gluttony won't stop chasing it until it's consumed once more. If it does swallow it and ends up digesting it, there'll be no going back.
then we have to take out Gluttony.
I'm sorry. I can't go up against Gluttony now. Not with my powers weakened as they are.
Oh my god. Mori, you have to explain what the plan is.
Look, we can use this.
Mori holds out a glass bottle and shows it to Little Mermaid.
What is that?
This thing absorbs electrical energy. If we can lodge it into Gluttony's core, we might be able to stop it.
Oh.
They have a plan. They have a plan, girly.
How does it work?
I honestly don't really understand the mechanics, but Mana, a researcher from MMR, said that if this comes into contact with Gluttony's core, it'll expand and absorb all of Gluttony's energy until it ceases to be.
That's enough to kill it.
But doesn't that mean it would also be dangerous for us Nikkes?
It will be, yes, but come on.
Yes, but Mana said it'll be fine as long as it's contained somehow, like in this glass bottle. They were originally intending to use the AA pillar to eliminate the crystals, but then Gluttony swallowed it and threw a wrench in the works.
So that's what the AA pillar was doing here in the first place.
I don't pretend to know all the details, but if we inject this into Gluttony's core, we can stop it. So let's be done with this and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Little Mermaid takes the glass bottle from Mori. Clatter.
Siren?
Mori.
Yes?
You came back to this hellish place to give me this?
Yes.
Thank you, Mori. And I'm sorry.
Little Mermaid, what are you doing? Little Mermaid gently removes Mori's hand from her arm.
I'm not leaving this place.
Oh, come on!
What?
I will use this to defeat Gluttony. But first, you must leave.
Oh, so Little Mermaid's like, oh, okay, in that case, give me the crystals, I'm gonna get you out, and I'm gonna go sacrifice myself.
No, I'm not leaving without you.
I might not be able to hit Gluttony's core on the first try. Even if I do manage to insert it into the core, it might not have the effect that we expect. Someone has to stay behind and keep watch.
Oh my god, Little Mermaid!
Then we'll both stay.
We don't know how dangerous these crystals are, or what effects they will have on the bubbles, or Nikkes. If things go wrong, we could both end up dead.
And we'll die together.
Mori! Oh, Mori!
Mori!
Don't even think about using your kotodama on me. No matter how many times you send me out, I'll find a way to crawl back in.
Mori, don't do this.
No, you stop this.
Come on, Mori.
Don't throw your life away just because there's a tiny chance things might not go as planned. If there's even the slightest possibility, you need to cling to it. Stay alive.
Mori.
I know that I can't be of any help here. I'm not a goddess of victory like you. And even getting Gluttony to swallow me was a struggle. I can't even shoot well enough to block all the debris flying at me and my friends.
We got 30 minutes. Mori, we got 30 minutes.
There's no way I can lodge these crystals into Gluttony's core either. Not with my pathetic strength. I'm just a useless Nikke with nothing but this body.
Mori, we got 30 minutes.
An incompetent member of the incubator squad who's about to be scrapped. I can't make a single impact in this filthy, cruel world. I know that. But...
Mori stares straight at Little Mermaid's Little Mermaid with tear-filled eyes.
I want to save you! I want to do that much, at least. You told me to live, that you were glad I was born. You saved my life. I want to see a world where you can be happy. So live. Show me that it's possible. Prove to me that the world is a kind and beautiful place.
Mori! Oh my god, of all characters in this story, I feel like Mori has had the most development in terms of growth.
That as long as you keep living, someday happiness will come.
Mori.
Prove to me that kindness should be repaid with kindness. That this is how we can find happiness. That good people will be rewarded someday. You're the only person who's ever celebrated my existence. You're the one and only true goddess of victory.
Goddess of victory.
I don't want to live in a world where you're not around. I'll lose all semblance of hope. How could I go on living in a world where no one celebrates my being there? So live for me. Even if there's one small chance at survival, cling to it and seize victory. Stay alive and keep surviving. Save me.
I like how she's reaching out her hand, but this is her face right now. High five. Mori extends her hand toward Little Mermaid.
My goddess of victory.
Little Mermaid looks at Mori's outstretched hand, and then into her eyes, which stares straight back at her. They're the eyes of someone who truly believes in her. Eyes filled with unwavering faith. Eyes that seem utterly unbreakable. In those eyes, Little Mermaid can see herself, Mori's goddess of victory. Finally, with something dawns upon Little Mermaid. She recalls how so many years ago her friend had offered her a hand in front of the lift, and the vow they made that day.
But the story isn't over yet.
Yes, Cinderella!
I must continue writing it, not just for myself, but for all of you as well.
Did we step into the lift that day expecting to succeed? No, we never tried to predict our success. Instead, we simply carried out our mission, which was to rewrite our story.
I promise that the story we'll write from now on won't be one of failure, but one with a happy ending.
Yes! To reach the happy ending.
Let's write our story.
We risk our lives to become the goddesses of victory who will never fail again. Little Mermaid looks again at the hand extended toward her. Every time she wavered and wanted to run away, her friend's unshakable faith guided her. And now, once more, that hand is reaching out to her.
You're right. I can't give up. If there's even the slightest chance of us being able to rewrite our story, I have to take it.
Little Mermaid grabs Mori's hand.
I will survive.
Yes! Let's go!
I will become the indomitable goddess of victory.
Go, go, go! 30 minutes!
Together, we'll survive and forge our own happy ending.
Yes!
Don't give us this hope only to take it away. Come on. We've been through enough, Shifty. Look at this is Siren and Mori fighting alongside to get out, right, chat?
I said wait.
This is canonical. Yeah.
Looks like you finally calmed down a bit.
Okay, they're outside. Gluttony seems to be consumed by pain, its body shaking violently and stiffening.
Even a big old rapture like you has its limits when it comes to pain, huh?
Damn. Creak, creak. Yuni's arms, which have been holding Gluttony's mouth open, begin to creak. Yuni, 30 minutes, you can do this!
Yuni.
Don't skip arm day.
It's exerting a lot of force, isn't it?
Yuni's like, yeah. Yuni nods her head.
Shall I help you lift this?
When you click on her character, she tightens the whip is wild. Yeah, I saw it. It gets a little red around the skin too. Yuni shakes her head.
You can handle it?
She can do it, she can do it!
You're incredible, Yuni. I know it must be tough, but you're holding up well.
Come on, Yuni. Yuni looks at her creaking arms. The force is immense, but she can't let go. Because the moment she does, 2 lives will be in danger. Yuni suddenly feels as if the weight pressing down on her is that of 2 lives. And then she remembers the way she frivolously threw words around when taking countless lives. Come on. This is your atonement right here. If she were to bear the weight of all the lives lost to her thoughtless words back then, just how heavy would it be? In that instant, Yuni feels the unbearable weight of her sins. Oh, wait. No, that's not the type of mindset we need. She now realizes the full weight of that promise she made then. The promise that she would do anything. The greater her realization, the greater the weight of her sins upon her shoulders. It crushes her, suffocates her. Yuni looks at Mihara.
It's okay. You're not alone. I'm here to bear the burden with you. That's why I gain this strength.
Come on.
So,
hold steady.
Let's rescue those who see our presence as a gift. The ones who consider us friends.
Yeah!
If we keep saving them all, one by one, maybe someday, we'll be able to find the path to redemption.
Yes.
I'll be right there with you, Yuni, until we reach the end of that path. so don't be afraid. Anyway, I wonder if Mori managed to convince Siren.
I feel like if they're outside, I feel like the first thing they would think is, I wonder if Mori made it and not died along the way. Rumble.
What's with all this shaking?
Pop! What's that pop? From inside Gluttony's mouth, 2 small bubbles pop out.
Bubbles?
The 2 tiny bubbles float towards Yuni and Mihara's ears. Oh, this is the way of communicating! And whisper.
Yuni! Mihara!
Siren?
Rumble.
Get back!
Yuni!
Mihara quickly pulls out the pendulum and retreats along with Yuni. Wait! Is that good? Just as they made their escape. Boom! A massive water bubble shoots out of Gluttony's mouth.
Wow!
Splash! The bubbles plunge into the ocean, and then...
Get down!
As Mihara pulls Yuni down, silver liquid pours down from the sky. Drip, 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 drip. Mihara opens her eyes. A massive purple bubble spreads out above Yuni and Mihara like an umbrella, shielding them from the silver rain. It's kind of like Doctor Strange's shields. At the center stands Little Mermaid and Mori. They're out! Yeah! Okay. So far, so good. Does that mean that they succeeded with the crystals?
I won't let anything hurt you. Ever.
Siren.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
A few minutes earlier, okay?
Siren,
Oh?
do I really have to fire this thing?
Yep. Mori nervously looks at the bubble gun. She has a bubble gun! Siren can make anything.
Let me make sure I've got this right. The bubble bullet containing the crystals is loaded in here. And once I pull the trigger, it'll fly straight towards the core, right?
And while you do that, I'll send this entire space up to the surface. That way, we can protect ourselves from any unforeseen dangers the crystals might pose.
You're going to bring up this entire area?
That's why I need your help. The moment I make this space float, that's when you fire that gun. That way, the bullet will hit the core at the same time we surface.
But what if I mess up? What if I miss the core?
It's okay. The bullet will find its mark.
Does she have, like, guided bubble missiles?
I guarantee it.
In other words, even if I miss, you'll use your kotodama to make sure it lands where it should. All right then.
Mori positions herself under the bubble tree where she has the clearest view of Gluttony's core.
I'm ready. Let me know when I need to shoot.
All right then.
Little Mermaid closes her eyes and gives a command to every bubble in the surrounding area.
All together now. Let's rise to the surface.
Rumble. With a powerful tremor, the space encased in the bubbles begins to float.
Hurry, now.
Mori, come on. You can do it. Locks her eyes onto Gluttony's floating red core.
Here goes nothing.
She pulls the trigger. Bang! The bullet ejects from the bubble gun, pierces through the bubble wall, and heads straight for Gluttony's core.
Siren!
Hit your mark.
Wow, it reacted immediately.
I thought I was gonna die back there.
You thought you were gonna die multiple times during this whole story. Mori collapsed onto the
What
ground.
about the crystals?
We made sure it hit Gluttony's core. We saw it start to expand.
Rumble. The formerly paralyzed Gluttony starts slowly to lurch about.
I guess that wasn't quite enough to do the trick.
Yes, but it looks like it had no effect.
It doesn't look like it had. It doesn't look like it had no effect. Little Mermaid points to Gluttony's mouth. Oh! Inside its gaping mouth. Look at all these crystals! Oh, it's shooting all over it. The body is this the crystals around its mouth, its teeth? Oh, that's gotta do the trick. Inside its gaping maw, countless crystals continually form and dissolve into silver liquid.
Looks like it chowed down on those crystals, all right.
Uh-huh. We must eliminate Gluttony once and for all before the silver liquid completely dissolves the crystals.
Oh shit. Okay, so it's a fight between the crystals absorbing energy and the silver liquid dissolving the crystals.
So, I'd like to ask, will you fight by my side?
Oh, that's such a hype moment. Oh, for Little Mermaid to finally say that alongside these three. Little Mermaid turns around.
As if you had to ask.
Huh?
Of course we're with you. That's why we came here.
Cuckoo!
Yeah. Don't be silly and ask such an obvious question.
It had to be asked. This is an Avengers
I
moment.
already told you. We're all coming back alive.
Little Mermaid is surrounded by friends who risk their lives to save her. Friends who are unbreakable.
Right. We're all making it out of here alive. Let's win this together.
Yeah!
All right.
Encounter.
Gluttony, fight once more! Oh, hold on. Alright, so we got me. Oh god, it was so fast! We did it! Those crystals did a number on it. Grah. Gluttony roars at the ground.
Doesn't this thing ever get tired? It's taken one heck of a beating, and it's still making such intense vibrations.
The core is certainly holding up better than we expected. It isn't breaking apart like we thought it would.
Go, go!
Maybe the core has gotten weak, and there's not enough energy reaching the crystals.
If only we could throw some kind of bait to make the core expand and the crystals grow larger.
The AA pillar!
Bait. Ah, I've got just the thing.
What? Oh, you mean the AA pillar?
You gonna throw the AA pillar at the crystals? Aren't the AA pillars meant to destroy the crystals?
Oh, right. I totally forgot about that thing.
Since it's already been melted by the silver liquid, it should be absorbed quickly.
If we feed that to the core, the crystals should grow much larger.
Uh-huh.
Well then, let's get this thing to open wide so you can feed it a little treat.
I like that line. Let's go! Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Mori fires a barrage of bullets at Gluttony's battered body. Its tentacles try to bury into the ground to avoid the bullets. Crack. But Yuni grabs a hold of them, preventing the beast from retreating underground.
Nice going, Yuni.
Yuni is strong enough to hold up this massive thing? Mihara swings her whip towards Gluttony. Whip, crack! And lodges the pendulum firmly into its body. Oh, more pain. Surely that resets to 30 minutes, right? Gluttony spews silver liquid into the air. Uh-oh.
Watch out!
Spread out.
As Little Mermaid whispers, an array of bubbles expand to shield the
Don't you
group.
dare go around spewing such dangerous stuff.
Chain patterns appear on Mihara and Gluttony's body begins to glow.
Shall we have
Grow.
another go at
Glow.
it together?
Oh my god, crunch. Mihara bites down on the inside of her cheek. For a brief moment, Gluttony freezes as it's unable to withstand the pain.
Siren!
Oh, you want this pillar so badly? Come and get it.
Oh. Oh. Oh, the image of triumph. As Little Mermaid stretches her arms. Oh, this image is so good. Oh, Little Mermaid deserves it. Bubbles brimming with the AA's pillar energy bloom in the air.
Everyone, step back.
Cuckoo!
Okay,
All right.
Mihara yanks out the pendulum. In a desperate fit, Gluttony opens its mouth wide and lunges toward Little Mermaid, its colossal body scraping against the ground.
You want food?
Little Mermaid swings her hand, and the bubbles all fly towards Gluttony's core.
Then chew on this.
Nice, Little Mermaid. Nice one-liner. I approve. Splash! The silver liquid within the bubbles seep into Gluttony's core. Then, the E2 crystals absorb the energy surging forth from the core, causing them to rapidly expand.
Break apart.
At last, Gluttony's core shatters. Is this it? Gluttony collapses to the ground. Crumble. The crystals that filled its mouth shatter as well.
It's finally
Oh no, it's never that easy. Oh my god. The underground vibrations grow fainter. Is that good? Is that good?
What's that?
I think it's Gluttony's main body.
Main body?
Wait, you're telling me there's more to this thing?
No wonder I sensed something more when I exchanged senses with it. That must have been the connection to its main body.
Oh my god. Do other raptors have this capability?
You're right. When I was inside its throat, I used the bubbles to investigate. Gluttony consists of one massive main body with multiple mouths attached to it. The place where I was staying was inside the throat of one of those mouth organs.
So, the
Mouth
core
organs.
we just destroyed is the core of that mouth?
I'm afraid so.
So that's why you kept saying we were inside its throat and not its stomach.
Oh my god, I was wondering. I asked this question. Oh my god, I was not expecting for Mihara to bring it up like this. The writing.
That's some rapture.
How can you still laugh at a time like this? What are we gonna do if that thing comes back?
It won't. Judging by how faint those sounds are, it seems to have run away.
So it severed one of its mouths and fled?
It most likely ran away because its main body was about to be swallowed by the crystal.
Nice to know we had it against the ropes, considering how it ran off with its tail tucked between its legs. I doubt it will be back anytime soon.
That really begs the question. So the gluttony that was fought in chapter 40, did they fight it before or after this? I'm still not entirely sure. If Gluttony's body was consumed, I imagine that means that they probably fought Gluttony after chapter 40. That's my assessment.
It knows that this place is filled with its worst nightmare.
So what then? Did we win?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I'll take it. They're all out and alive, and Little Mermaid is back on the surface after 70 years.
We won.
We won!
Thud.
We won!
It's kind of hard to believe it at this point, but yeah, they did it. Mori collapses to the ground. Yuni also collapses.
Good job, everyone!
Siren, how does it feel to be back in the great outdoors after so long?
Oh,
Well?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I guess it has been a long time for you.
yeah. It's been a really long time.
That must have been really exhausting for her because, you know, she controls the bubbles. She made a bubble around that entire, like, little island that she was on. It must take constant energy to maintain that bubble form. Little Mermaid looks up to the sky. Oh, finally, chat! Look at that. It's glorious. Oh, well deserved. Instead of a familiar underwater scenery, a real sky comes into view. Oh, to get the sunset.
Wow, the sun is rising.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Beyond the horizon, the sun slowly ascends, bathing the surroundings in a golden light.
It's breathtaking. The world is so beautiful.
Oh. It is, especially with you in it now.
You bet it is.
Oh, Mihara, Yuni, Mori.
Tears flow from Little Mermaid's eyes.
Thank you for saving me.
Oh, this picture is so pretty. Oh, she looks so good. And I'm so happy for her.
Siren.
What are you crying for?
What do you mean, what is she crying for?
Because I'm so thankful. I never thought I'd be able to see the sun again. to be able to set my feet on solid ground, breathe in fresh air. I didn't even dare dream of it.
Siren,
Thank you for saving me,
Oh.
for not giving up on me.
Now it's possible for not giving up on her. Oh, she deserves more than that. Oh, I can't wait. She's on the surface now. That means she can reunite with Cinderella, with Grave, and even with Leviathan.
For extending your hands out to me.
oh man, don't you cry. If you do, I'll start crying too.
Oh, I'm so happy. She's the one comforting Mori. He's like, Mori covers her face with her hands.
Don't cry, Mori.
Don't you start laughing. Do you have any idea how worried I was? Don't you ever do that again. No more heroic sacrifices or any of that nonsense. Never again. You hear me?
Yes, okay.
It's so anime cartoonish. It's still really pretty. She's like, what am I supposed to do? She's too tsundere right now. Before the dazzling golden sunrise, a flustered Little Mermaid consoles Mori, who is wiping away her tears. Meanwhile, Yuni simply gazes at the moving scene before her.
Yuni.
Oh, so pretty.
How are you feeling? How does it feel saving someone for the first time?
Yuni looks at her battered arms, then at Mori and Little Mermaid, who are laughing together.
Feels good? If you feel good, then so do I. You did great, Yuni. All right, you two. That's enough moving around now.
Moving around?
That girl. Isn't that one of your bubbles, Siren?
Oh?
Everyone looks in the direction Mihara is pointing and sees a girl with long pigtails made of purplish bubbles.
Those are the bubbles I sent to find Cinderella.
Little Mermaid reaches out toward the girl, but the bubble disperses and eventually dissipates.
What's she doing here?
Step. Does it have memories?
Siren, over there. Look.
Mori points behind Little Mermaid.
Oh?
Oh! Anime!
Over there.
No way!
Siren?
Oh, we get an animation for them reuniting?
What are you waiting for?
Go on.
Oh my god, it's so good!
Is it really you?
Oh yes!
It's warm.
Oh yes!
Cinderella. Cinderella. I missed you, Siren.
Tears.
Oh, Grave is also crying?
It's Eve. Oh, Eve?
Oh! We waited so long for this. We waited so long for this.
Siren. It's a good thing you decided to stay alive, huh?
Unbreakable spear. Oh, the payoff was so good. Unbreakable is here, and oh, months of waiting and anticipation, tension and drama and setbacks. Oh my god, chat, that was so good. Oh, and it has a nice soundtrack. It's all bright in here. Oh my god, I gotta tell you, chat, after going through all of that, I am so emotionally drained. Oh, but that last animation, oh, the payoff. There is so much setup and setbacks and challenges and drama that were thrown at us over the past few months, both in the main story, the anniversary events, even some of the limited time events, just kind of teasing us or with what's to come. Even both Wordless and Mudfish have also been, like, you know, they're all set up for this moment. Not only for Siren to be reunited with Yuni, Mihara, and Mori, but for the long-awaited reunion with her and Cinderella and Abe/Grave. Oh, the payoff was so good. I feel so much emotional relief at the same time. I am so drained right now. Wow, kudos to the story team for setting this up for us. I am so happy right now and so relieved. That was so good. You know what comes next? The next major thing, we need to get Siren and Leviathan reunited. Oh, I'm trying to conjure words, but I'm so stunned. Nikke has done it again. I came into this event, I'm sure along with many others, expecting so much from this event. We have high expectations for the narrative of Nikke at this point, and somehow they have yet to disappoint. Oh, wait, I didn't look around. Cinderella's here on the map.
Knowing that what's by my side is unbreakable fills me with such
This
joy.
place reminds me of her, beautiful and comforting. Oh, she's saying such positive and optimistic remarks now, Rescue Siren. No one can imagine how happy that makes me.
Soon.
What is Grave saying?
Thank you, everyone, for everything.
This potential use for the bubbles are endless.
Knowing that what's by my
Do you
side
think
is
that might have
unbreakable
awakened some
fills me with
moment
such
or some
joy.
memories from Grave? I think this weapon which I created someday, I want to make something like this again. Okay. I feel like Grave's like inner researcher is coming out.
Thank you, everyone. Such joy.
What is this?
It's a board game made out of bubbles.
Little Mermaid showing Grave the
made this
board game?
yourself?
Oh, you taught me this a while back, Gabe.
Aww.
You said that playing this board game would help me learn to better control bubbles.
I did?
Cool. Want to give it a try?
I'm not sure I know how to play.
Oh, I'll show you how.
All right. I'll give it a try.
Aww.
Oh.
Siren, I just realized something.
Oh?
You're able to speak now without relying on the Kotodama.
Yeah!
Oh.
That's my girl.
Yes. Being here for as long as I have, I finally figured out how to control it.
That's so beautiful.
Aww.
Even in a situation as desperate as this, you continue to work on yourself.
Seems like it. This resting place is well made. Very detailed. Did you build it while waiting for Cinderella?
Not just for Cinderella. I was waiting for Ave and everyone else to come here.
I see. You were waiting for me too.
Yeah.
For such a long time. All alone. I'm sorry I was late.
Aww.
Oh,
I want more interactions.
no, you're right on time. This is a dream come true.
Little Mermaid!
Well then,
I'm
I'm glad.
I'm so happy for her. We gotta check them all. I don't want to miss any.
Dream has come true. Mori!
What? Why do you have that goofy grin on your face?
Because I'm thankful. I know you must have been scared, but you still came to get me. Thank you.
Don't be ridiculous.
I wasn't scared at all.
I wasn't scared at all.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Don't
You don't
lie.
believe me, do you?
No, I believe you.
No, you don't.
I know you're a brave person.
Oh, come off it. Just hurry up and get ready to go. Mihara and Yuni are waiting for us.
Oh.
So what is okay? Well, so what does that mean? Are they all gonna travel together? I mean, so Cinderella and Grape went to look for Siren, and they finally reunited with her. But I imagine Cinderella and Grape would want to return to the commander because, you know, we got a mission. I feel like they all should just come back to the commander, including Yuni and Mihara and Mori. One big happy family. I hope they don't separate anytime soon.
Fills me with such joy.
I never thought I'd get to sleep on this bed again. I'm glad everything turned out okay in the end.
Yeah!
Yuni. I wasn't fair to you. I left you in the dark, and I left you to worry alone. I'm sorry.
When? What is she referring to?
You're not mad? I can't promise that something like this won't happen again, but I will never abandon you again. That I can promise you. Thank you for believing in me.
Aww. What about this one? That one looks new.
Has come.
Oh, Mori and Cinderella talking?
Mori, was it? Why are you staring at me like that?
Oh, sorry. It's just... I've only seen you in bubble form before this. Seeing you in person feels kinda surreal.
Bubble form, you said?
Yeah. Sometimes Siren's old memories appear as bubbles. I've seen you in those.
Oh, I see. I had no idea something like that existed.
Sorry if my staring made you uncomfortable.
Indifferent.
Indifferent.
Admiring beauty is a natural thing to do.
Well, good to know you're not upset.
Mori's gonna have to get used to Cinderella.
So this is the real Cinderella.
Hmm? What was that?
Nothing. Don't mind me.
Alright, we got 20 pulls left. 1 gold. Gold! Okay. We're looking for Bacillus. Bacillus. Bacillus? No! Oh, God! We got Drake! It's supposed to be overspec, so, damn it. Wrong Bacillus! God damn it, Drake. One last 10 pull here, chat. One last 10 pull. Gold again. Okay. Gold again! Bacillus. The right Bacillus this time. 2! We got 2 shots. We got 2 chances.
A, awaiting your order. Soldier FA, awaiting your order.
Don't bait me twice again.
Your order.
Let's go find something
Bacillus?
delicious,
Overspec.
old-timer. Let me know if you want anything.
We got leader. She's already max core. They baited us with a second Bacillus. Okay. Next one.
Nice to meet
Bacillus? Overspec! She's here! Yeah!
Edge with a bomb strapped to your back. What could be more thrilling than that?
We got her! The last 10 pull. I'm pretty sure that was 100 pulls. We did it!